Welcome to the video on converting from plain old PowerTeacher to PowerTeacher Pro. PowerTeacher Pro is going to be a web-based gradebook run by the same company, does everything the PowerTeacher did, adds a few things, changes up the menus and locations of a lot of your traditional items. So I want to kind of walk you through, first of all, in this video, how to create and weigh categories and how to create assignments. So I have this little checklist of things here that I do want to look at, and I will share this with you, this file with you eventually. So if we go to PowerTeacher Pro, this is the default screen. Not real happy with it, but it's what we have. If you want to go to the traditional default screen that old PowerTeacher had, you go to the drawing, the grading option here on the left, and you go to score sheet. You go to score sheet, and there's your more traditional. Here are your assignments. Kind of a funky icon thing going on here. Here are your assignments. The grades would be here. Obviously, there's no grades calculated yet, but that's the traditional one that we've all been used to. So if we go back to the assignment list, whether you're creating assignments or categories, it all comes down to this button right up here, okay, the create button. So whether it's assignment or category, that's where you go. So we're going to create our categories first. So we're going to select category, and we get to this dialog box. One of the good things about PowerTeacher Pro, is you can create categories for multiple classes at the same time. It wasn't very easy to do that on the old Power School, but this one is much easier. So I've got two classes right now that I've already created, that have already been assigned to me. If I want to do both of them, same categories, I can do that. Just check the boxes. Right? So I'm just going to go with this class right now. Right. Type in the category name. Maybe we'll go projects. I can pick a color for my category. Maybe a nice teal would be nice. I can describe my class. Describe this category. Next tab here is called Assignment Defaults. What this tab allows you to do is it allows you to set defaults so that every time an assignment is created in this category, these are the default settings for this assignment. This is not something that you were able to mess around with in the old Power School. So you can change the score type. Do you want to go points, percent, grade scale? Do you want to collect it only? Let's say this is a homework category. Maybe your homework is just they did it or they didn't. Then you would choose the collected only, and that would be the default assignment value for this category. I'm a percent person. I'm going with percent. Now, you can also set a default weight. In my class, some projects are weighed more than others. So for the default, I'm just going to set it to 1. And again, this is simply the defaults for all assignments that are created inside this category. Once you create the assignment, you are free to change any of these settings for that specific assignment, and I'll show you how to do that. Do I want to publish the assignment immediately? Yeah, we'll leave that there. You might want to change this if you're someone who isn't real thrilled with how often the students check their grades online. So maybe you're going to publish this assignment the day before it's due. Maybe you're going to publish it on the date it's due. So in that way, if you put in this assignment and you haven't talked to the students about it yet, they're not going to be pestering you to find out what's this assignment. Do you want to publish the scores right away? I have not always, but recently decided, you know what? I'm going to deselect this. So that way I can put my grades in and not be bothered by the students. Why are my grades in? Why is this one's grade in and mine is not? And I also count the final grade. So once I enter all my grades for a particular assignment in this category, then I will check these boxes and it will go live. But right now, this is how I want my defaults to be. So we're going to save that category. Now, the one thing I don't like about this is you can't put the category weights right when you create the categories. So in order to weigh the categories, you're going to come to the left-hand menu, you're going to come down to Settings, and you're going to go to Traditional Grade Calculations. Now, T1, options for category weighting. I'm going to come over here to the Edit pencil, click the Edit pencil. Now I have my categories and I can add my categories. Now there are some that are already populated in here. So I'm going to go classwork. I'm going to go 20%. And I want to add another one. Now it changes down here to the default, but we want to make sure that everything is category weighting. Projects are going to be worth 10%. And once again, we got to go to category weighting. And quizzes are going to be worth 70%. This is basically the same way that category weighting was done with the old Power School. Also in this window, you can drop the low score, drop lowest overall, drop lowest in the category if that's something that you like to do. So now that I have weighed my categories, I'm going to hit save, and we're all set with that. Now from any part of this menu, see I'm still in traditional grade calculations, I can go create something. So now we're going to create an assignment. Okay, so you can create an assignment for multiple classes, just like you could create categories for multiple classes, right here. Assignment name, Quiz 1. Select the category. Well, it's going to be in quizzes. My score type is percent. How many points? 100. How much is it going to weigh? It's going to weigh 1. Do I count it in the final grade? Do I want to? Do I not want to? That's up to you. Okay. What's the due date? And a description of the assignment if you want to put that in there. Now you have other tabs up here, and this is something new in the new Power School. I can apply an assignment to specific students or individual student. So if I want to apply this to all, the default is I'm applying it to all students. The assignment applies to all students. If I don't want that, if let's say I have to modify an assignment for a certain student, or I'm giving an extra credit assignment or something like that, I can add or remove students from my list. So if I want to remove Anthony here, I would take him and remove him, same close. Now, this assignment would not appear on Anthony's report, and it would not factor into part of his grade. So there are many times when that would be something that you would want to do. The Publish tab allows you to choose when you're going to publish the assignment and if you're going to publish the score. And this is where you can keep the assignment from being put online until you are ready to release that information. So you're avoiding having your crazy grade hawking students pester you all the time. Where's my grade for this? Where's my grade for this? It's not there. They're not going to see it. So you save and close, and you have created a nice assignment. So that's it for this portion of the video. I'll come back with another video showing you some of the other things on the new Power School.